The brand new first ever God Rarity La Everything Combinasion Brainrot is made up of 27 different Brainrots. And in today's video, I'm going to be starting over as a noob with every secret in La Everything Combinación. Every time I rebirth, I have to change secrets, and we're going to be starting off with the secret at the very top, which is the Grappus Medus. Here it is, the Grappus Medus. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this was the first ever secret we were able to obtain through a live event. Yeah, the very first live event in Brainrot Evolution. I'm pretty sure it was for the Grappus Medus. I remember how it was crazy seeing a secret, like a boss travel from the first world onto, I think the third world is when it stopped, right? But alright, we are level 12, so our time with Grappus Medus is very short-lived because we are now a high enough level to rebirth for the first time. So we are going to be moving on to the next secret from La Everything Combinación, which, as you can see, the next one, we'll just go the one next to it, would be the Blueberrini Octocini.
Blueberry.
Here we have it. Look at this one. Who remembers this one? I remember when this first one came out. This one, you were able, for his boss fight, I remember he like crash landed right here, and bro was sleeping. Bro was sleeping. You had to attack him while he was sleeping. That's kind of messed up of us. But all right, now for the next rebirth, we're gonna have to reach to the little ocean, so we gotta get past the next world and then the next world as well. Now I just realized La Everything Combinación, his head is basically made up of 4 different brain rots. All 4 of those secrets are fruit themed. We have the Grappus Medus, which is grapes. We got this guy, that's a blueberry. We have the Tigruli, that's a grapefruit. And then the Pipi Kiwi, obviously it's a kiwi. But we're high enough level, I think, to enter. Yep. And I think we're already a high enough level. What the? Okay, we got the teleport bug. I think we're a high enough level already to rebirth. Let's see. Second time rebirth. Yep, straight to it. So goodbye, Blueberrini. I'm sorry, but we got to move on because we have a lot of secrets in La Everything Combinación. All right, so as you can see, next up, we'll go ahead and use the Tigruli Grapefruituni right here.
Tigruli.
Here it is. Look at him. I remember. I think unlocking this guy is my most popular video on this channel. The good memories with this guy. Shout out to this guy. I remember it was a crazy deal seeing him in Bombardino Sur when it first came out. And I know this one didn't officially come out to the game, but I remember when I recorded a video for the I2 Perfect channel where I played as like a snow tiger version of it. So it was just basically this Brainrot, but it was in black and white. All right, let's see. We have to make it all the way to Chicletera Mania, I think. All right, let's defeat that gorilla real quick. Guys, do you guys like the grapefruit fruit? I mean, obviously, I don't think you'd have it on your own. I mean, there's probably people that do like them. Like, are there people that straight up eat it like oranges? I mean, I'll have it with like some drinks, but I don't think I would eat it on its own. That's because of how like sour it is or bitter. Looking forgetting how it tastes like. I just know it's not sweet. Nothing like an orange. All right, we gotta hit level 36, so attack this guy and easy. All right, now we just gotta reach what, level 39. We're 1 level away, so oh, how did I miss that? Let's attack this spook it, and now let's go ahead and rebirth real quick for a 3rd time. Now we're gonna be moving on to the Pipi Kiwi secret. Yeah, check it out. Right next to him, we gotta turn into this guy now. Here it is, this one right here, the one with the cool looking green glow around him. Not sure why he has like human feet. And still, bro, I still feel bad that they didn't give him arms. It's like I said in the past video. You know how raccoons, sometimes when they have food, right? They like to wash their food so it's not dirty. How is this guy supposed to do it? I guess he could just use his mouth, pick up the food, and dip it in the water still. But that's not as convenient as having hands to do it. You know what? I guess I could have spent more time in Brainrot City because they do have a trash bag enemy there that I could have just dug through for this raccoon. Guys, have you guys seen a raccoon in real life? One time I had an encounter with one. It was in my backyard, and one of my dogs was back there and it was barking, so we were like, what's going on? And then we saw that it was a raccoon. Luckily it didn't do anything to our dog, but you never know. We're not trying to get rabies out here if it had rabies. I mean, some of them be chill though. But I attack this guy. Are we high enough level? Yes, we are. Perfect. We gotta make it all the way to Odin Den Lippis. Attack this guy. Perfect. But we're just speed running through this. I mean, probably because we have a triple XP potion. Activate it. But we gotta hit level 53. Perfect. There you go. Let's go ahead and rebirth. We're gonna be moving on to the next secret. All right, so the next one, if we're going from left to right, now are we starting with the shoulder or the middle? I guess we could start with the shoulder, and it would be Job Sahur.
Job.
So here's this one. I haven't used this guy in a while, and I just realized I don't think there's enough rebirths left for all the secrets in La Everything Combinación, so I will probably have to swap some of the secrets out before we even rebirth. So maybe after like every 2 worlds. But guys, if you don't already have a job, aka job, what do you guys wish to do as a job in the future if you don't already have one? Which a lot of you probably don't because you're little bros. You guys aren't unk yet. But we're a high enough level. Let's get out of here and let's switch secrets now. Now, let's see. Next up, we'll go ahead and switch to the Meow, which to this day, I believe has the best sound when you put him on. Look at the Meow. I remember this guy was a big deal when he came out, or when he came to Brainrot Evolution, because he's one of the OGs, right? It's this guy and Strawberry Elephant. Now, I'm not sure why they're considered OGs. Were they like some of the first Brainrots to become popular? One of the first Brainrots to be generated, or what? Why are these considered OGs? Wasn't the Tralalero like one of the first ones? Or maybe that's just one of the most populars. But wouldn't that be considered OG as well? I'm not sure. All right, let's do this guy for one more world before we move on. Shout out to the Meow. Let's move on. And we're actually one level away from escaping this next world. So I might as well use him for one more world attack. And now we move on to the next secret. All right, let's see. Next would be the Strawberry Elephant. Wait, no, the Strawberry Elephant, that is not a secret in the game. That is a normal Brainrot you turn into during Strawberry Land. So we're gonna skip Rino Testerino as well. Leru Leru is not a secret as well. This is an enemy. This is a boss. Now we go back over here. The AAA Sahur, I believe, which is also not a secret. That's just a Brainrot you turn into in flush rooms. Berpatapim, also not a secret. But Malame Amarale, I think I'm saying it right. That one's a secret.
Malame Amarale.
Here we have him. This is also one of the first secrets to come out onto the game. And also look at the world we're in. Everything Fuse right here. Look at him. Who remembers the event in order to unlock this guy? Remember how he would spawn in World 1 and then he would go flying up into the air? I remember there was a cutscene and everything. He would go flying out into the air, then he would crash land into World 2, and then he ended up in World 3 in Larila Desert. And then by then you would have basically defeated him. But we're level 50. Let's get out of here. Let's see. This is where we last were before we rebirth. But let's go ahead and escape out of here. Let's see. Is that had enough level? Yep. All right. So next up would be, let's see, Frigo Camello. No. And bro, from this angle, you also, this is the one secret in Everything Combinasion that you could barely see. Look, you probably don't see him. I'm gonna have to zoom in. Let's zoom in. Now let's move over here. Look, man Sahur right here. You could barely see him. He's like sandwiched between these two. Kind of hard to see. But he is next up, and look at him. This weird looking Sahur. I don't like how this guy looks. What is he even supposed to be? Like a burning wood? I mean, I guess you could say he's supposed to be a man. I mean, that's his name. But our number Sahur versus man Sahur. Can I light him on fire if I just stand like next to him or under him? But all right, we are a high enough level now to escape into Brainrot Abyss, and now we're actually gonna be able to rebirth again after a while of not rebirthing. We just gotta reach level 67 real quick. There you go. We're not gonna rebirth and move on to the next secret officially. Okay, next up after Man Sahur, now we're gonna go back to this side, which I guess would consist of Squalo Caballo, which is also not a secret. That's just a boss, a Brainrot you turn into in the Brain Heaven. Next up, Bod Hotspot, which is a secret. There you go. And I think my first ever video on this channel was of me trying to unlock Bod Hotspot. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Also, how am I missing? What the? How did I miss like 3 hits at the start? All right, let's get out of here. Maybe we'll use this guy until we get to the place where you can get him, which is all the way in Chicletera Mania and the House of Echoes, I think. And look, here is the other dungeon, Vault of Jupiter. But that's the only one that's playable, because when I try to play the House of Echoes where you could get Bod Hotspot, it does not let me, which is kind of weird. But hopefully by now, hopefully all of you have Everything Combinación. Maybe you're still missing some. If you are missing some Brainrots, let me know which secrets you're missing. How close are you to getting Everything Combinación? All right, here we are in Chicletera Mania. Look, our House of Echoes right here. But look, it's called House of Echoes. If I go up to it to try to start it, then it switches to Vault of Jupiter. It's weird. It's bugged for some reason. But all right, now we're gonna move on to the next secret in here, which would be Tripi Tropi. I think that's what he's called. Let's go ahead and switch to him. Here you go. Tripi Tropi Tropa Tripa. Very long name. Very easy to mess up the name. I'll be messing it up. I'll be confusing it with another one. But all right, the thing I like most about this one is his like backflip attack. I think it's pretty cool. But I think I like the Halloween version of this guy that we showcased in the IT Perfect channel. That one's way cooler than this one. Oh, I also like the Void one. I don't think the Void one ever released. Well, I don't think we really ever had Void secrets in the game other than Void Dinosaurio, right? Yeah, the Void Nuclear Dinosaurio from this world actually, right? I think. But all right, let's move on to the next world. Never mind, we got teleport bug. Let's try again. All right, next up is gonna be the Bombardini Tortini, I think his name was, but that's not a secret. That's just the Brainrot you turn into in Diablo restaurant. So moving on, Orcalero, you also, that's just a boss, and Tralalero, that's not a secret. We do have Tete Sahur, so we could turn into him. Here we go. Shout out to who I believe was the first like boss to spawn in different worlds, right? I think he was the very first one. And look who's taking over now, a different Sahur, a luck Sahur. I was the OG, so let's go ahead and get rid of this boss. Show him who's the better Sahur. Bro, I remember when this guy first came out, how OP he was. Or he was the best secret in the game. Slap this guy. I like his attack. It's just straight up a slap. Just being disrespectful and slapping everyone. Let's slap that Sahur in the floor. And let's slap this Nightmare Sahur as well. Hold on, I can't see. Okay, there you go. I want to see myself slap him. All right, we are now at high enough level to escape into the next world. And now we're in this world. Let's switch Brainrots. All right, so next up, going back to the left would be this guy. Udin something? Udin Dan is his name. The buffer, younger looking, taller version of the original Odin Dun, right? I think this one's, yeah, this one's definitely more OP. Right, we gotta reach one more level to escape out of here. What do I punch? Anything, Alessio, sorry, but you gotta get punched. You're the first thing I saw. All right, here we are in Bombardino Sewer, which means we are, oh, okay, he might be muscular, but we're not strong enough to defeat everything in this world in one hit, so we gotta put on some pets. All right, I have equipped some pets. Now we are even more powerful. Guys, in the next world, we are gonna be able to rebirth. So let's punch through everything. Use our orange power. We're 3 levels away. We'll take this boss. Perfect. We're 2 levels away now. And since we're 2 levels away, let's go ahead and switch secrets. So next, hold on. We have Tralalero. Not a secret. Alessio, not a secret. Bombardino, not a secret. Salamino, not a secret. Gangster Futera, not a secret. It is just the TV right here, right? Wait, that's not a secret either. Yeah, I don't think it's a secret. Now we're 1 level away from escaping.
Piccione macchina.
There you go, Piccione Machina. And guys, although not a secret, hold on. I think we have used every secret that is making up like Everything Combinación, right? But look, the TV, that one can be found right here. Let's put them next to each other. Look at that, big TV, small TV in the background. Let's attack it. But we gotta hit level 81, I think, to rebirth. But all right, let's see. We can now rebirth. And guys, that was me starting as a noob with every secret that is in La Everything Combinación. Let me know what's your favorite secret. Nah, not the secret. Let me know what's your favorite Brainrot that is in La Everything Combinación. If I had to choose, it would be either the Grappus Meduse or the Tigruli Grapefruituni. That would be one of my favorite. One of those two. Doesn't matter which one. I mean, I like the top 4. I like the contrast between the fruits. The blue, purple, red, green. But yeah, hopefully you have this first godly rarity Brainrot by now. With that said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.